Hello and welcome to Zootastic. I'm Mark and I'm absolutely thrilled to take you on another journey into the fascinating world of our amazing animal residents today. And today we're diving deep, quite literally, as we visit a truly unique underwater inhabitant right here at the Allwetterzoo Zoo Muenster in Germany. Hold on tight, it's going to be quirky, it's going to be colorful and definitely a little bit different. We're talking about the Longhorn Cowfish, and yeah, you heard that right, a Longhorn Cowfish. A name that immediately raises questions, doesn't it? Is it a cow with fins? Does it have horns and swim in the ocean? Well, curiosity is certainly piqued, and that's a good thing, because this fish is truly a marvel of nature. And let's take a closer look. The Longhorn Cowfish, scientifically known as Lactoria cornuta, is a real eye-catcher. And its name actually comes from its appearance, and the German name even more. It has an unmistakable box-shaped body, which indeed resembles a small swimming suitcase. That's why in German, translated to English, the name would be a cow suitcase fish. And then there are the two small horns, or these horn-like protrusions above its eyes, which look like tiny horns, and hence the longhorn part of its English name. And isn't that ingenious? Well, nature truly has a unique sense of humor here. And these fish belong to the boxfish family, or Ostracidae, and they are truly masters of camouflage and survival. And they're mainly found in the tropical and subtropical waters of the Indo-Pacific. And you can find them from the east coast of Africa all the way to the islands of Polynesia. They prefer shallow coral reefs and sheltered lagoons where they can search for food in peace. Imagine them swimming around these colorful corals and seagrass beds. That's a real spectacle. But how does, a swimming suitcase actually move? And this is one of the most fascinating characteristics of the Longhorn Cowfish. Due to its rigid, bony body armor, it cannot move like most other fish by undulating its body. Instead, it primarily uses its small pectoral and dorsal fins. And these tiny fins move incredibly quickly and precisely, almost like small propellers. And this allows it to maneuver very precisely and even swim backward. It looks as if it's hovering in place or elegantly gliding through the water. And sometimes it also looks a bit clumsy and comical, but that's precisely what it makes so lovable and unique. And some people also call this type of locomotion ostraciform swimming. It's a tongue twister, but it perfectly describes how this fish navigates through the water. A truly super interesting fact about the Longhorn Cowfish is its defense strategy. Despite its seemingly slow locomotion, it's not defenseless. When threatened or stressed, its skin can secrete a toxic mucus that can be deadly to predators and even to other fish in the same aquarium. And this toxin, called ostracytoxin, is a neurotoxin and an impressive chemical weapon of nature. Fortunately, the Longhorn Cowfish at the Allwetter Zoo Muenster are well and safe and are in no danger of releasing this toxin. But it shows how perfectly adapted they are to their environment to survive. It's an impressive example of evolution. So even if they look so peaceful, they have a little secret. And what do these adorable boxfish actually eat? Well, the Longhorn Cowfish is an omnivore, but it prefers small invertebrates and algae. In their natural habitat, they feed on small crustaceans, worms, mollusks, and algae, which they graze from rocks and corals. And they have a small mouth that is perfectly suited for nibbling food from surfaces. In the zoo, they naturally receive a balanced diet that contains all these nutrients and keeps them fit and healthy. And their small beak is perfectly shaped to search for delicacies in cracks and crevices. Another fascinating characteristic of the Longhorn Cowfish is its skin armor. Unlike most fish, they don't have scales, but rather a solid bony shell made of fused plates. And this armor is extremely stable and protects them like a knight in shining armor. Only their eyes, gills and fins are freely movable. Imagine always wearing custom-made armor. That's pretty cool, right? And this armor not only provides protection from predators, but also from the harsh conditions of the reef. And it makes the longhorn cowfish extremely resilient. At the Allwetter Zoo Muenster, you can experience these impressive creatures up close. And they are a real highlight in the aquarium. And the viewers are often fascinated by their unique appearance and movements. They are calm, graceful, and at the same time so incredibly quirky that you simply can't look away. Just spend some time in front of their tank. Observe how they maneuver through the water with their tiny fins, how they search for food, and how they simply exist. It's incredibly relaxing and fascinating at the same time. And every longhorn cowfish also has its own personality, and it's fun to discover their individual behaviors. And perhaps you'll even spot one of them trying to find a hiding place or simply curiously observing the glass. They are living proof of the incredible diversity and adaptability of life in our oceans, and they remind us how important it is to protect these fragile ecosystems. And your visit to the Allwetter Zoo Muenster helps ensure that such wonderful species can be protected and preserved. And who knows, maybe the longhorn cowfish will inspire some of you to learn more about marine conservation. And that's it for today on Zootastic from the Allwetter Zoo Muenster. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of the longhorn cowfish. Weren't they simply adorable? Well, we look forward to welcoming you again next time. See you soon and stay zootastically curious.